Hello there, thank you for opening this video. My name is Ashile Songa and this is Ashile Songa Lab, and here we teach you Kinyarwanda from the level of 0 to any level you want to go to, the level where you can speak Kinyarwanda to Rwandans, level you can be able to express yourself in Kinyarwanda. As you have seen in the previous videos, I have started teaching Kinyarwanda based on the songs in Kinyarwanda. I take the song in Kinyarwanda, I take the words in that song, and then I use them to teach some of the words that are used in speaking in Kinyarwanda. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be using the song that is called Iteka, which means forever or all the times. This is the song again by Dream Boys. The previous video was also with the song by Dream Boys, so this song is also theirs. So let's listen to the song and then I'll come back explaining some of those words.
Abantu b'abagabo bo guhamya yuko nje ngukunda nzagufata nk'amata y'abashyitsi iteka n'iteka iteka iteka n'iteka Imana n'abantu b'abagabo bo guhamya yuko nje ngukunda nzagufata nk'amata y'abashyitsi iteka n'iteka iteka iteka n'iteka mubihe bikwiye n'ibidakwiye urukundo ruravugwa ingaruka zo ntiziba zimwe kuko imvano atari imwe ntibarizwa mu bashidikanya yewe nabonye iwanjye abajorana abiganaho yewe nabonye iwanjye abajorana bagishidikanya yewe nabonye iwanjye rungano murabe mbonye iwanjye iteka n'iteka imbere y'Imana n'abantu n'iteka n'iteka Imana n'abantu b'abagabo bo guhamya yuko nje ngukunda nzagufata nk'amata y'abashyitsi iteka n'iteka
Iteka n'iteka abagabo bo guhamya yuko nje ndakunda nzagufata nk'amata y'abashyitsi iteka n'iteka Well, that is the song, and this is another song that I like. It's a song that was sung back in 2010s in that decade. Is it the decade? Yes, and I liked it, so that's why I'm bringing it, because I know it will help you learn Kinyarwanda, and if you like it you can listen to it more times. You get to know these words that you have to learn from it. So let's start, and I'll be explaining each word by word so that you understand what they are talking about. So here I forgot to add this one word which is called rungano, and then I'll talk about it when we get to this sentence. So let's start. He starts with Imana n'abantu b'abagabo bo guhamya yuko nje ndakunda, and what he says here is that God and people be my witnesses that can testify that I know how to love, or I can love. So Imana is God and abantu is people. If you want to talk about one person, you say umuntu. So Imana is God and abantu is people, umuntu is a person. Babe, let them be. Babe is like saying let God and people be, or let them be. Them replacing God and people. So when you say Babe, let them be, I said be because it can mean be, just be. Witness. Abagabo, usually it means men. In Kinyarwanda, umugabo means a man, abagabo means men, but when it is used in these things of testifying, they are witnesses. Witnesses are called abagabo in Kinyarwanda. When you are having arguments with someone and he says zana abagabo, it means bring witnesses. who can testify that what you are saying is true. So what he says is that God and people can be my witnesses for to testify. That testify is guhamya, which means to testify or confirm something. So when he says abagabo bo guhamya is to testify yuko that me love ndakunda, I love. Ndakunda means I love in Kinyarwanda. It comes from the verb gukunda, which means to love. So when you say ndakunda, it means I love. So God and people should be my witnesses to testify that I love or I can love. Nzagufata nk'amata y'abashyitsi iteka n'iteka. Nzagufata means I will treat you or I will take you. Usually it should mean I will take you because it comes from the verb gufata, which means to take or to touch. But I will treat you, we all can also use it when we are talking about treating someone, like gufata umushyitsi, how we treat a visitor. Umushyitsi or abashyitsi is visitors. When you want to say in a singular, it's umushyitsi. So here it means nzagufata, I will treat you like. There is nka. This nka means like, or like how I do something. So it's like nzagufata nka amata, like milk. Amata is milk, and there is another y apostrophed. So it's amata for abashyitsi. Abashyitsi is visitors. So it means I will treat you like the milk for visitors. Iteka niteka, forever and ever. So Iteka means forever, and when you say Iteka niteka, it means forever and ever. So nzagufata nk'amata y'abashyitsi. Amata y'abashyitsi, in Kinyarwanda we respect visitors so much that we say how we treat amata y'abashyitsi or milk of visitors is very, very, you become very careful, because if you don't, it's not how our culture is. So in Kinyarwanda we treat our visitors very good. And here I had added the meaning for Iteka, which means forever. I have talked about it, but Iteka can also mean king's rule. It was used in the times of kings. When the king made the final decision, that was called the Iteka. Iteka ry'umwami. Umwami is the king. So when the king made the final decision, that was called Iteka, and we use it for forever in this context that we are doing today. So when you say Iteka niteka, it means forever and ever. Mu bihe bikwiye n'ibidakwiye urukundo ruravugwa, ingaruka zo ntiziba zimwe kuko imvana atari imwe. Here he says that in whether it's the right times or not right times, love is talked about. Meaning, mu bihe, it means in times. Ibihe is times. In times, bikwiye, right times. Light is something which, ibihe bikwiye or something gikwiye is something which is right or something which is just. So when it is in the right times, or ibihe bidakwiye is opposite of bikwiye, which means not right. So ibihe bidakwiye, or in the right times, in the right or not right times, urukundo, which is love is urukundo ruravugwa, is talked about. It is replaced by love, but because this one word can make the sentence in English, I just added this subject to replace this word, because in the sentence we had it, but here I don't. That's why I added it, but it was replaced by urukundo ruravugwa, which means love is talked about. So it comes from the verb kuvuga or kuvugwa. Kuvuga means to say or something or speak something, but kuvugwa means being talked about or being spoken about. So when something is talking about you will kuvugwa, but when you're talking about someone, will kuvuga. So urukundo ruravugwa, love is being talked about. That's why we used kuvugwa, which was conjugated and become ruravugwa, is talked about. Ingaruka zo ntiziba zimwe kuko imvana atari imwe. Ingaruka is effects or consequences. So when love is talked about, effects or consequences are not the same because the cause is not the same. Ingaruka means effect or consequences. Zo means them. Those ingaruka. We added, you can say this sentence without adding zo because it's the same word, because you are talking about this. Again, you can remove it and say ingaruka ntiziba zimwe, which would make sense, but he added this to say, it's like to emphasize on what you have just said, which it's this ingaruka zo ntiziba, they don't become the same. Zimwe is the same. We have seen kumwe, which means together, and bamwe means same people. Bamwe is same people. I didn't read this, I wanted to remember it. So zimwe means the same consequences, same ways. You can also use zimwe, inzira zimwe. So niziba, they don't become. Kuba comes from the verb to be or to become, becoming something. So they don't become the same because kuko means because. Imvano is a cause or origin of something. Imvano is a cause mainly in this context, but it can also mean an origin when you want to say imvano y'amakuru, where you got news or information. You can say imvano y'amakuru. Atari is not imwe. Again, imwe means one, but it can mean the same. The origin is not the same, or cause is not one, which means it's not the same. So again, in this sentence, ingaruka zo ntiziba zimwe kuko imvano atari imwe. The effects are not the same because the effect or the cause of the origin is not the same. So I try to explain each word one by one, and then I come back to the sentence. I explain it in full so that you can understand how it is formed. And then we go here. Sinyibarizwa mu bashidikanya nje nabonye uwanjye. What he means here when you say sinyibarizwa, you are meaning that your address have changed and you cannot be found in maybe some kind of gang or some kind of group of people. So when you say sinyibarizwa, you mean your address have changed, but it comes from the verb kubarizwa, which means being found somewhere or having address somewhere. So when you say si, again, this is a negation. It means sinyibarizwa, my address have changed. It's just how I'm finding the word to explain, but it might mean you are not found there anymore. Sinyibarizwa, then he's going to tell us that place. Mo, you cannot find me in. Mo means in. Abashidikanya are people who are not sure. People who are not sure, or people who don't believe in, who are still having trouble believing something. Those are people who are abashidikanya. So sinyibarizwa mu bashidikanya, it means I'm not found in those people. Njewe means me. Nabonye, I have seen. It comes from the verb kubona, which means to see, but we also use it in Kinyarwanda to mean to find. When you find something, you say nakibonye, I have found it. So nabonye uwanje means mine. Uwanje means mine. So when you say nabonye uwanje, it means I have found mine. Sinyibarizwa mu bashidikanya. Abashidikanya means that people are not sure. Njewe nabonye uwanje. So this is what he means here. Sinyibarizwa mu bashidikanya nje nabonye uwanje. I've just explained. And then he continues these two sentences follow this one. Sinyibarizwa again in abajorana and abiganaho nje nabonye uwanje. Abajorana, abiganaho, these are people who critique others. Abajorana, there are people who are always looking at others and critique them. So, and abiganaho, they judge others and they are always learning about other people. Abajora, kujora is a verb in Kinyarwanda which might mean finding some things in something else, like when you are checking for the defected bottles in the group of bottles and you find some bottles which has defects, you would kujora those bottles. That's how I can find the way to explain it. So those people who are kujora others, they are critiquing them, they are looking for mistakes in them, and I'm not found in those who judge others. So that's how I can be able to explain these two words. Abiganaho comes from the verb kwiganaho, or kwiga about someone. Kwiganaho means learning about something or someone. So nje nabonye wanje, I have found mine. Abajora na again those who critique others bagishidikanya, who are not sure. Nje nabonye wanje, I have found mine. So this is the song and he repeats these things more than one. So Rungano means my generation, or people who we are at the same age. That's Urungano. Urungano is a word in Kinyarwanda, which means people in the same generation, or people in the same age group, or people who have some like boomers, they are Urungano, the Gen Z, they are Urungano. Murabeho mbonye uwanje. Rungano, he tells those people in the same generation. Murabeho, which means goodbye. Mbonye uwanje, I have found mine. Murabeho mbonye uwanje, goodbye, I have found mine forever and ever. Imbere y'Imana n'abantu iteka n'iteka. Imbere means in front of, or in the presence of God and people forever and ever. So this is it. This is what they were singing in the first verse of this song and the chorus, which is this. I hope now you can be able to use this word in the normal conversation if you want to use them. If you want to learn more, check out my other videos on my YouTube channel here. And if you want to learn more that is not found on my channel, feel free to reach out to me. Check the links in the description and see my social media. You can reach out to me from social media and I'll be able to help you more. Thank you for following me until the end, and I hope you will be able to speak Kinyarwanda fluently very soon. See you in the next video, and remember to subscribe.
Abantu b'abagabo bo guhamya yuko nje ngukunda, nzagufata nk'amata y'abashyitsi. Iteka n'iteka, iteka, iteka n'iteka. Imana n'abantu b'abagabo bo guhamya yuko nje ngukunda, nzagufata nk'amata y'abashyitsi. Iteka n'iteka, iteka, iteka n'iteka. Mubihe bikwiye n'ibidakwiye, urukundo ruravugwa, ingaruka zo ntiziba zimwe, kuko imvano atari imwe. Ntibarizwa mu bashidikanya, yewe nabonye iwanjye, abajorana abiganaho, yewe nabonye iwanjye, abajorana bagishidikanya, yewe nabonye iwanjye. Rungano murabe mbonye iwanjye, iteka n'iteka, imbere y'Imana n'abantu, n'iteka n'iteka. Imana n'abantu b'abagabo bo guhamya yuko nje ngukunda, nzagufata nk'amata y'abashyitsi. Iteka n'iteka, iteka.